everyone, this is Neve from WOWCall, and in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of what our dashboard looks like, how our agent works, and everything that you get access to with a free trial from WOWCall. And just a quick note here on the free trial, there are absolutely no charges during it. You will have full access to all of our features, and you can test your agent for 30 minutes. Up to 7 days. So if you hit the 30-minute mark before the 7 days, that's where the trial ends. And you will see this all clearly indicated in your dashboard. So you'll know when you're getting up to that 30-minute mark. And you can cancel at any time at all prior to that. So on that note, let's jump into the dashboard. So when you land on your WOWCall dashboard, this is what the screen is going to look like. Before I walk you through all of the settings, I'm going to just draw your attention to the top left corner where you'll see a phone number. So this is the phone number for your agent, and it's the direct number that you're going to call to test your agent. It's also the number that you would be forwarding your business number to should you decide to do that at any point because you're moving forward with a subscription, or if you'd like to see how the agent interacts with actual customers. Now, looking at the agent settings, we're going to start with the overview, which is where the information pulled from your Google business profile, if that's how you set up, will be visible, or whatever information that you entered in manually will be visible. So that includes the location name, address. We've got additional fields here where you can add more details if you'd like location description, a name for your agent. You can choose the speaking style and the greeting. So the first interaction message is just how your agent answers the call. And below that, we've got location hours. So if anything is different or has changed from what's visible on your Google business profile, you can modify that here. And then we'll move over to agent configuration. You could choose different voices for your agent. You can also modify all kinds of different things about your agent. So we've got the welcome message again here. If you'd like to change that initial message that your agent says when your callers connect with them. Below that, we've got the role and primary objectives, which defines the agent's core personality traits and characteristics. Under that, there's the environment and caller profiles, which sets the context and environment for the agent's interactions. Next, we have tone and interaction styles, which controls the agent's communication style and tone. We've got the goal up next, which defines the agent's primary objectives and goal for interactions with your customers on calls. And then guardrails and safety protocols. So if you want to think of everything else as the do's that you're guiding your agents with, this would be the don'ts. So these are things that you don't want, your guidance you're giving your agent about things that you don't want it to say or do on calls. Below that, we've got workflow and decision-making, which define the agent's workflow and decision-making process. So if you want it to operate certain methodical manner, certain steps you want your agent to follow in terms of how it engages and gathers information, you can include those details here. And finally, pronunciation and speech quality. So this is going to be especially important for any businesses that are dealing with particular keywords or phrases that need to be pronounced in a certain way. If there's a unique way that they need to be pronounced, you can provide your agent with some guidance about that here. Now, I'll just draw your attention up here to this quick button for making agent updates that you have available to you as well. So as you're testing your agent, if you notice that there's something about the way that the agent is responding to calls, if there's something you've identified as an issue that you'd like to modify, you can use this button, regardless of what the scenario is, to describe the issue being faced, and then what the update that's required is. You can describe that here, then hit generate prompt. We'll then generate a prompt and automatically add it to your agent's configurations to have that fix quickly implemented. So that's available to you as well when it comes to the agent configurations. You'll see next we've got send a link. So this send a link option by default will be disabled. You can choose to enable it if your business often faces scenarios where you send links to your customers. So the scenarios are links that are sent for appointment booking, product information requests made by customers, event registration links, and location navigation. So you can enable the relevant link and then set up the SMS template. So this here would be how the text is sent to your customer. And by enabling the send a link feature, the link is going to be sent to your customer while they're on the call. So while they're actively engaged with your business and considering either using your service or taking a next step, they're going to receive a text that they can take an action with immediately after the call. Next up, we've got call settings. The first call setting that we've got available here are call transfers. Here you can enter in a transfer message, which is what your agent would tell your customer as you're transferring the call. And below that, you can add in the name and numbers for the people that the calls would be transferred to. Below that, in the call settings section, we've got custom questions, which are questions you can add in to have your agent ask them to your customers if you need particular pieces of information gathered on each call. Next up, we've got spam protections. So we, want to make sure that your account is being used in the most efficient way possible for you. And so we want to avoid spam calls. And so we've got these features where you can block 1-800 numbers if you'd like. You can also enable the setting that allows us to detect sales calls and hang up. So if your WOWCall agent detects bot behavior on a call, so unnatural pauses, anything that's typically a bot behavior, it will hang up, so that your minutes are not used up with these types of calls. And finally, we've got a blocked number list, which allows you to add numbers that you would like to have blocked just so that your business doesn't have interactions with them. Next, let's head over to model training. So this is where you're going to upload and add in training materials and FAQs that you'd like your agent trained based on. So your website, you can schedule full crawls of your website. Each time you make an update to your website, you can ensure that your agent is up to date by scheduling a crawl. You can train your agent based on specific website links, so you can add the links and sync your agent to access that information as needed. You can upload documents or add in frequently asked questions that are not already on your website. And so finally, we're going to head over to the agent widget section. You can access the details that you need from this page and work with your developer to have a WOWCall chat widget added to your website. This is all a part of your subscription, no extra cost for this. So next up, we're going to take a look at the WOW CRM. In this CRM, you're going to see all of your calls captured in one place. So for every single call, there will be a recording, there will be a transcript and a summary. So you can access the details about your calls from, a very high level perspective, or just, drill down into the nitty gritty of it all, just to see how your interactions are going with your customers. You'll find all of that information here as call activity is populated. And the tab beside that allows you to access your contacts. So each of the individual contacts that are reaching out to your business will be captured here. At the top, we have a high level set of metrics to give you a summary of the activity. And this section below is where each individual contact will be listed. Now, if you'd like to have some custom fields added to each of your contacts, you can use your CRM settings to add that in. So your services offered custom field can be added in, where you list out your different services that you offer, and then that will be added to each of your contacts, so you can select which services each particular contact has taken advantage of. Similarly, with lead sources and lead types, you can add in the information here, and those custom fields will get added to each individual contact. Also in your CRM settings are integrations that are available. Now I'm going to draw your attention to the businesses and locations section, which is really important for anyone who has multiple businesses. For each business, you'll notice that a business is represented by one of these gray blocks, and within each gray block, there is going to be separate fields for the location. So you've got settings that are specific to the business as a whole here, and then you've got settings that are specific to the location here. I'll quickly take you through the business settings. So this is where you'll get to see, as the business owner, you'll be able to see an overview of your business. You'll be able to add team members to help manage your business and give them varying levels of access. You'll have a bird's eye view of the subscriptions for each of your locations for that business. You'll also be able to see outbound purchases. So your outbound credits refer to non-agentic minutes. And if you'd like to really be a power user of WOWCall and the WOW CRM, the outbound non-agentic minutes allow your team to make outbound calls from the CRM. So they'll be captured just as the inbound calls are. So that means recordings, that means transcriptions and summaries. And it just really allows you to have all of that information about call activity with your customers in one place, whether they are inbound calls where the customers are dealing with the agent, or they are outbound calls from you and your team calling customers directly yourself. Outbound credits do not expire. They, stay added onto your plan until they are used up, unlike the agentic minutes, which do reset every month. And finally here, we've got payment methods, which just gives you an overview of all of the different payment methods that you have linked to your business. Just going to take you back over to the businesses and locations section now to have a quick look at the location settings. So if you click on the settings for any individual location, you'll see the status of the trial or subscription at the top. Below that, you'll see payment details. You can manage team members, and also there's details about the billing address available there as well. So you can give access to this information from either an edit or a view perspective to different team members as needed. You'll see at the top access a drop down, which helps you navigate between your different businesses or the individual locations that are tied to them as well. So this drop down is available to you regardless of which page you're accessing of the dashboard. Now that we're done with the businesses and locations section, I'm just going to draw your attention to notifications. If you have any unread notifications, you will notice a red indicator here with a number that shows you how many notifications are pending review. And within the notification settings section, you can play around with how often you're getting email notifications or in-app push notifications, and regarding which updates you're getting them. So we've got that about call activity. We've also got subscription notifications as well. So if you can stay as up to date as you'd like with all of these details. And you can also just navigate to the bottom here if you'd like to access your notification settings directly. That's also where you would sign out as needed. And that's about it for our walkthrough of the WOWCall dashboard. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out on the live chat or to send us an email at support@wowcall.ai.